continue to celebrate Pride Month and shine a light on game changers in the LGBTQ+ community, I am very excited to introduce you to our next guest. He's magical. He is known as the Childcare Whisperer. Check him out in action.
Listen. When you're supposed to be listening, turn on your listening ears and listen. Because when you want to do something, you're going to want your teacher to listen to you, right?
Yeah.
So you have to listen.
Yeah.
So you have to listen. Everybody turn on your listening ears. Turn them on. Good job, good job. That's how it works. If you want to listen, you want people to listen to you, you have to listen to the adults.
Yeah, everybody meet Mr. Ty.
Thank you, thank you.
Welcome to the show. You're magical. I went down the rabbit hole watching these videos going, man, you should write a parenting book. I was like, because it's hard to keep your patience when they're just losing their mind and they're in this egocentric state that you're like, not everything revolves around you in this moment. Like, it's hard. I have therapy as well. So wait, you got into education like as a kid, right?
Yes, I did. I got it. My mother converted our two-car garage into a child care center. Yeah. And so I grew up with children. She was also a foster parent, and my grandmother was a foster parent. Yeah. So I grew up around children, and the children that did not have the best circumstances. Yeah. And when I was growing up, I told my mom, I said I wanted to be a judge or a teacher. She said, well, you're too biased to be a judge. Well, I went to school. I went to school and I became a teacher. Moved to Atlanta, Georgia when she got hurt at work, and I got my job as a private pre-K teacher. And that's when I realized, oh, okay, I'm pretty good at this. Like, I can do this.
It's a gift, man. The fact that you don't lose your mind and you keep your together, that's awesome.
Well, the thing is, I don't lose my mind because I remember when I was crying and someone lost their mind but did not ask me why. Or when something was happening, like you just have to, they have a voice. Only thing you have to do is just talk to them. Yeah. Talk to them and get to the why, and they'll give it to you. Mm-hmm. Think about it this way. This
look,
is what
I try. I'm like, I talk about this in therapy. I'm like, okay, how do I do it for a minute, and then sometimes it's just like, oh, Lord. I was like, we're still here, like in this moment, but you do have a magical way of like, it's not magic. I just mean you have a very, and maybe it's because you started at, my mom was actually a daycare director. I was around kids my whole life too. Yeah, so I was around that as well, but my patience level is so different from yours. Why were you so passionate about this early on? Like, why do you feel like you were?
One, because I know that from birth to 5 years old, they are a sponge. But also, for me, it's my form of therapy because I did not have the best relationship with my mom growing up. Yeah. So I give them what I felt I was missing, right? I give them the love that I felt I was missing. I give them the attention that I felt that I was missing. Yeah. I give it back, and that's my way of my healing. Yeah.
So your career pivoted, now you're teaching teachers. So how did that happen?
During the pandemic, I had quit my job to go to another job, but the day I was supposed to start, the pandemic had, the world shut down due to the pandemic. Yeah. And literally, I lied on the floor and I saw the dream, I'm the director, but help. So I got up and I told my friend Derek Milton, I said, hey, I'm gonna start a business. I had became homeless. And he said, okay, well, go ahead, Taheem. And he paid for my domain for 2 years. And I got up every day and I built a website. I started posting things that I would do. I went to Creme de la Creme and my team started recording me as the Childcare Whisperer. And I started building my business. I started building the platform and it took off. And then I had 2 videos that went viral. And now I'm looking at you.
You look at it, I love it, I love it. Like, people will look at you and be like, you're so happy, you're such a light, but it's nice to know those hard times are there, though, because a lot of people feel like, oh, but you don't understand my world. And it's like, no, that has been your world, too. So one teacher was an early supporter, right? It's kind of your chosen mom, you say, right? Yeah, what happened there?
She believed in me.
That's a beautiful thing to find someone like that.
Yeah, she believed in me. Yeah. She gave me the job as a private pre-K teacher. And parents, because I was a gay male, they didn't want me around their children. So parents pulled their children out, teachers quit. Yeah. And she said, you all can go.
Teachers quit?
Yeah, teachers quit. And she said, you all can go, but he can stay. And literally before I came out here, she was,
Oh, that's so
She was on the phone, so yeah, that's my
What a beautiful thing to have that support system, you know? And now you're able to do that for other people because you know what that feels like. You've received it, so you know how to give it. So what would you now say to your like younger self?
That everything you go through is it's gonna make you, it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna pay off. Yeah. Keep pressing. Yeah. Keep pressing. Don't give up. Don't care what nobody says, just don't give up.
Yeah. Oh. I love you. We know that teaching, look, I did not mean to make you cry, and now I'm crying. I'm like, look, it's contagious. We know teaching can be exhausting. We love teachers here. First of all, thank you for being a teacher. Now you're teaching teachers. That has to be exhausting, too. So we want you to get some R&R. So we are going to actually send you on a 6-night luxury vacation to the AAA 5-Diamond in Mayakoba in Riviera Maya, Mexico. It's going to be awesome. It includes accommodations and then a signature casita room, water sports, spa treatments, that's my favorite part, and an impressive jungle meet sea golf course. This is an amazing trip. You're going to love this, and we want you to, look at that. Like, we want you to have some time for you. We don't feel like teachers or educators or people in this world take time to take care of themselves or take care of others. So we hope you have such a good time.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on all the success. Thank you for coming here, and thank you for inspiring everybody.
Thank you.